Shalom, this is Brother Gabar, the Lions Den Camp, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, before I hop into this lesson, I'm going to give all praises to the Most High in their true Paleo-Hebrew names and in the Paleo-Hebrew tongue. So, Kal Halayim, like Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Shema'amath. Double honors to the apostle and elder of the GMS. Double honors to my elder as well, Aharawan. And Shalom to you brothers and sisters pushing to keeping this truth and faith in its sincerity into the end, man. All right. So, this lesson is just going into how, Esau's NWO plan, that they putting into play, is slowly but surely coming, man. And they're gonna try to require, not even try to, they're gonna require that everybody receives this mark, somewhere in their body, man. At some point in time, according to prophecy. So I just wanted to get a couple scriptures, on this topic, man. Because the times is moving, we're getting closer and closer, And before this prophecy happened, the US dollar, has to collapse. That paper currency, is gonna be done away with. It's all gonna be digital, But again, just a few precepts I wanted to get on this topic. And I'm starting Revelations chapter 13 and verse 15. And it says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." Right? So it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, man. And the image of the beast is that new world order system, man. Where Esau has basically the people enslaved, man. Because they'll have total control if you take that said mark. They'll know where you at. They'll know where you at all times. They'll know what you spend your money on. They'll know what you spend your money on, how you spend your money. You know what I'm saying? They'll even know your bodily conditions. Your heart rate, and so on and so forth, man. They'll have total control, and not only that, you also won't be able to buy or sell. Basically, in a nutshell, live in this society, man. If you don't have that, if you don't take that mark, So that's Esau having, in their minds, total control, man. Total domination. When it's ultimately Yahweh Shem Yahushua who has that total control and total domination in this. You know what I'm saying? Because the scripture tell you, man, the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. Roughly paraphrasing, right? But this is just all a part of Esau's plan, man, to assert themselves as God. For lack of a better phrase. So it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, man. Because it's gonna be a lot of people gonna take that, that mark, right, off rip. A lot of people gonna take it just off how Esau is gonna present it. They're gonna make it seem like a, new technological advancement, make it seem all hip, and it'll make your life easier, and all of these things. Going to use the celebrities and the people of a high status to promote it, right? But it says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Because there's gonna be a lot of people who don't, who don't conform to their, that system that they're gonna put out, And those people ultimately gonna meet death, man. But because they're not doing it in the right spirit. They're not doing it because, it's in the scriptures. They heard it from men of the Lord. Taking that will be rebelling against the Lord. They're not doing it because of that. They just, just rebelling because they don't want that in them, man. Meanwhile, the men of the Lord, and the women and children are gonna refuse that mark, because of the prophet, because we understand the prophecies, man, because we have the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of these scriptures, and because we have faith and hope in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, that he will sustain us in that day when we don't take that mark, Yahweh Ratazah, he'll sustain us with food, man. He'll sustain us with shelter. He'll sustain us with protection, Come on, man. And verse 16, it says, And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. All right. So from the rich to the poor, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau, the so-called Caucasian race, man, the ones ruling this so-called kingdom, man, Babylon, aka America, are gonna cause everyone, man, from the greatest to the least, man, from the richest to the poorest, to receive this mark in their right hand or in their forehead, man, somewhere in their body, you know. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. Right. So if you so if you don't take that mark, man, basically you're not gonna be able to live in this society, man. If you do not have that spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, if you do not know who the Lord is, because that's the only way you're going to be able to suffice in that day, man. It's through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, having faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, calling on those names and believing on those names. That's the only way you're going to be able to make it during those times, man. Right? During that hour of temptation, it shall befall the whole earth, man. So everybody gonna feel it, we're gonna be in the midst of that fire as well, but the Lord is gonna preserve, man, his hopeful elect, man. And the scriptures also say, roughly paraphrasing, man, with temptation, the Lord provides a way out, again, roughly paraphrasing. So when that hour of temptation does come, man, the Lord is gonna provide you a way out, man. And through faith already, man, you're not gonna move to take that mark, and through faith you're gonna believe and have hope that the Lord is gonna provide you a way out, man. So that's even more motivation to stand 10 toes down, man, when those times come. In verse 17 again it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. All right, so you're not gonna be able to buy or sell, man. Again, you're basically not gonna be able to live because you're not gonna be able to buy food, you're not gonna be able to pay rent, you're not gonna be able to have shelter, clothing, right? Medical care, because you know what I'm saying, you can't go into the hospitals, man, if you don't have that. Even now, they are in the hospitals. They already got a palm reader. You put your palm on a little scanner, and all your information come up on the computer, man. So it's just gradually leading into that beast system, man. And Khan, I wanted to get another precept. There's a book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, and it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices," man. And Satan is goes into adversary, man. And Esau, the so-called Caucasian race, is the ultimate adversary, man, against the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And 2/3 of our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, follow right behind in that spirit. That's why a lot of our people gonna be destroyed, because they're gonna take that mark. They're gonna be a part of this beast system, man. Because they know not the Lord, man. They don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, man. They do not know the Lord in a nutshell. So a lot of our people gonna fall victim and be prey to that snare that Esau is snetting, man. With his beast system, this new world order agenda, man. All right, so it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices," man. Right? Satan, or other words, the devil, which goes into deceiver, because Esau is going to deceive the whole earth, man. Or try to deceive the whole earth into taking that chip, man. Oh, Salakia, that mark. I don't, can't say certain stuff on YouTube. But man. So it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices," man. Because wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. So through the wisdom and knowledge of these scriptures, we are not ignorant to Esau's agendas, man. You know what I'm saying? We are not ignorant to these traps and snares that's being laid and set for our people, man. That's ultimately going to cause our people to be destroyed, among other things. But, But we are not ignorant of these traps and snares, man. It's like it's like a hunter, right? Or a trapper. They go through the wilderness or whatever, setting traps and getting set up for the kill. But imagine a hunter hunting a deer, right? Setting all type of traps and snares, and getting in position to take the shot. And the whole time that they doing these things, laying the traps and snares and getting into position, the deer is just like off to the side, watching their every move, knowing where to step, where not to step, where to go, where not to go. You know, and that deer, in that analogy would represent the men, women, and children, what I'm saying, that sincerely believe on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and are keen to this truth, man. We see Esau's movements, we know what their end goal is, you know. So we are aware of their steps. We are aware of their traps and snares. You know what I'm saying? We are aware of their lies and deceit, you know. And come, man, and through that wisdom, what I'm saying, ultimately the faith within Yahweh Shemi Hawashah, man, we shall be preserved in that day, man. Lord willing, preserved not to walk into this trap, or to go down this way, or to, so on and so forth. And then I wanted to get into the lexicon of that word devices in the scriptures, because it says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, and then when you go into that word devices, right, it says a perception, i.e. a purpose, right? And then you go down, it says a mental perception, thought, and number 2, an evil purpose, right? We are not ignorant to Esau's evil purposes, man, against our people. Because that's primarily, it's gonna target the whole earth, but it's primarily targeting Jacob, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why the scripture refers to this dark time we're about to enter into as Jacob's trouble, man. Because yes, the whole earth, is gonna feel this, right? And so is Israel, man, Jacob, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because that's primarily who Esau is gunning for, man. You Israelites, God's chosen people, man. Causing our people to sin, causing our people to err from the way. But again, it says, when you go into that word devices, it says an evil purpose, man. So them implementing this beast system, it's an evil purpose behind it. It's an evil scheme. It's an evil agenda behind it, man. And how they gonna paint it, man, is not no new technological advancements. Man, it's not cool. It's not hip. It's not, man. Don't follow that trend, man, because they're gonna paint it as a trend, as a, as the new thing, man. Just like the credit card, with the chip, I done said it again, Salakia. But man, basically the point is, man, we are not ignorant of Esau's devices, man. Their evil plots and purposes against our people, man. And that hopeful elect, those that sincerely believe on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, are not going to take that mark, They're going to stand firm, Yahweh Ratazah, man, and their faith and confidence within Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, that the Lord will preserve us, that the Lord will make a way for us, in this time of darkness, man. That's approaching this country, man. That's approaching this world, I should say. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.